What's up, you guys? This is Devin from CenturyFX Studios, and we're back with another video. Today we're going to be talking about the Westcott Tri-brackett and how bad it is. For those of you who don't know the company Westcott, Westcott is a very notable brand for all of its flash accessories, modifiers, all these things that you can do with your strobing and equipment and stuff like that. They're known for some of the best accessories of all time, Westcott, and they're also known for some of the most expensive accessories of all time, like the Westcott eyeliner and the halos, the umbrellas, the octoboxes, and the strip boxes, all the accessories that you need with your lighting equipment. Westcott is known as a go-to brand. It's like the Ferrari of light modifying accessories for photography brand. But this little thing right here, this little annoyingly frustrating thing right here is the tri-bracket. And as you can see, you only see two Speedlight mounts on it because my third one broke off on me in the field. Now, as you can see, I don't know if you can see it all that well, but this tripod mount bracket is made out of plastic. It's made out of plastic, and it has like brass fittings. So all the screws are, all the bushings, all the screw ends, all the nuts, the bolts, they're brass, and the actual overall body is plastic. It's some kind of plastic composite. It's a hardened plastic because when you feel it, it feels substantial in your hands. It feels hollow, but substantial in your hands. You think that since this is Westcott, if I'm going to trust any kind of a Speedlight mounting bracket to anybody, it would be Westcott. This was about 30 bucks, and it's probably one of the worst 30 bucks I've ever purchased in my life. And you might be saying, well, what happened? How did it just fall off? Well, you can see these are two guide pins here, and there's just a little Phillips screw with a little nut on the back that holds this whole mechanism together, this whole clamping mechanism for your Speedlight together. And then it holds the Speedlight on, essentially. So you're essentially holding your Speedlight to a plastic bracket with a Phillips screw and a small nut that goes on the Phillips screw. That's essentially what you're using to hold it. Now, I've gotten other Speedlight mounting brackets, and give me 1 second, I'm going to get it for you here. I have gotten other Speedlight mounting brackets that are 10 times better than this one, and this one costs 30 bucks. Now, granted, this one holds 3, now this one holds 1. But this one is made out of like this, it feels like a metal composite. The entire body feels like a metal composite. These screws are metal, a cheaper metal, but it's a metal nonetheless. And this bracket is metal. The only thing that's plastic is this little separator between this part and the main body of the Speedlight holder. Now, this is a big problem because this is a big problem because this is a Cowboy Studio. This is like a $14 single Speedlight holder light stand adapter thingy, and it only cost me 14 bucks, where this cost me 30 bucks. Like I said, granted it's 3, but it's made out of plastic. It's not even as hard as this is, and this was made by Cowboy Studio. This has lasted me forever. And not only that, it has a little slot in here, so if I want to crank it to get more torque to make sure that my flash is locked in place, I don't have to worry about it. I am not scared of this falling off, whether it's 5 feet in the air, whether it's 20 feet in the air. This will not fall off at all. It's nice, it's sturdy, and this is the Cowboy Studio. This is the Cowboy Studio Speedlight adapting. As long as you tie it tight, as long as you can get a screwdriver if you don't think it's tight enough around your flash, and then lock your flash or tighten your flash down, and you have a solid connection here. You don't have to worry about anything. I am not scared of this falling down at all or breaking off my flash. Now, this does not have a screw in it. Like, you cannot screw the flash onto it. And here's the thing, even if it's tight on this little clamp here, what if the clamp falls off? And that's what happened to me. What if the clamp falls off and your flash falls off? That's what happened to me. Now, luckily, I had it inside of some kind of umbrella. The umbrella caught it somehow. But if you have a heavy diffuser on here or any big soft socket box or anything like that, which you're bound to have on a Speedlight, because 90% of the time you use modifiers on your Speedlight, this, made by Westcott, of all companies, is one of the worst $20 to $30 I've ever spent on something. Now, I do think the actual design is nice, not the build quality, but design itself. You have this little screw in here that, you know, that pokes into the center of the umbrella instead of the umbrella being tethered to whatever, you know, wherever the flash is. It's actually in the center, so all three of them are triangulated nicely, and however you're using it and it's spread out nicely. It's equilaterally triangle thingy. It's a nice design in theory, but this whole metal composite on an entirely plastic body with some small ineffective screws, it just never works out. It never works out. And I can't believe that Westcott, such a reputable brand, would do this. Now, like I said, I am not sponsored by Cowboy Studio or Young Duo or Canon or anybody for that matter. This is just my own unbiased opinion about the situation. And I'm so, you know, passionate about the situation. I'm so passionate because people purchase, you know, things like this. I mean, you can't find tri-brackets anywhere. There's not that many companies that make tri-brackets. And then you try to buy a tri-bracket with a reputable name like Westcott, and you think everything's going to be good. Like they're brilliant modifiers, like their Westcott eyeliner. You think that this quality control would pass down to things that are cheaper, that are less substantial, but I guess I was wrong, and I had to find out the hard way because I almost lost my flash that day. And I know I broke something on there on the inside. I know it's something wrong with it because it's a third-party flash, the Young Duo 600 EXRT. But I digress. Do not buy this. I'm not saying this to bash Westcott because their eyelighters, their halos, they're all great products. I've used them day in and day out. I've had no issues with their halos, but not this tri-bracket that they try to sell off to you and put the Westcott name on it just for you. It's just not worth your time, money, effort, and anguish. I'm Devin with CenturyFX Studios, and stay tuned for the next episode.